Hello, it's Gloria here today from Gloria's Greetings. We're going to do a little bit of a challenge today, Roxy's Weekly Challenge, which is hinged book page journal spots. And we're going to do the little bit of lace 2024 Corey Dahman's challenge as well. So I first of all want to say a huge thank you to all my new subscribers. I got like 80 new subscribers since my last video. I'm just a little channel. I just do it because I enjoy it. I'm not looking to make money or anything off YouTube, but it is kind of nice when people subscribe and you feel a little bit appreciated and you're thinking, okay, I'm on the right path of what I'm doing. I'm not too boring. Maybe I am, I don't know. But anyway, I just want to say thank you very much to all my new subscribers who watched my video, who liked it, commented, and subscribed. So thank you so very much. I truly appreciate it. It made my day. So today we're going to talk about don't be stingy with your book pages, your vintage book pages that we collect and we hoard and we put them on the shelf and we don't want to use them. So I have some that I like better than others. Now this is a very vintage book page. There's no photos in it. It's just words, like no pictures. I do have some other ones that I hold a little closer, like a Jane Austen and a Pride and Prejudice, and I just have a hard time cracking into those. But I do have enough like this that I'm going to start being less stingy here. So it's baby steps. I also have this vintage little Webster's dictionary. I have an Italian, nope, not Italian, I'm sorry, Latin dictionary. I have a really old Webster's. So I'm trying to crack into some of my papers, and this challenge that Rachel at Roxy's Creation has this week is just perfect for it. So let me get rid of these books. I love this book. I'm going to make myself a journal out of this book, an altered book journal. Isn't that beautiful? Like, oh. And the cover's beautiful inside, and there's some of her illustrations towards the back. So this is the Edwardian Lady, the story of Edith Holden. And this is the country diary of an Edwardian lady with all her beautiful writings and pictures in it. So this is a nice one too. But I love the green one, so I will be making a journal one day down the road in that one. So anyway, let's get started with today's challenge. So I'll show you some of my samples. So this is the first one. The reason I love this challenge is because you're using a book page other than the regular way we would maybe sometimes pull it out of a signature carefully and then sew it into our journal as one of the pages, which is a beautiful way and pretty much the way I was using them. But I like this because it gave me something to think about, how to use them in a different way. And I find Rachel at Roxy's Creation is so good at that. So if you have a chance, go check out her challenge, and also go check out Corey Dahman and her Little Bits of Lace challenge. It's a nice little challenge that there's no pressure, just do it as you can. So anyway, so this is my first one. So you need 2 book pages, hopefully a little different color. If you don't have vintage, that's fine. Just use what you have. Just try to get 2 different, like a little bit difference in color. And you're going to need another kind of book page for layering. So sometimes I've used like my glue pages that I have sitting here to the side, like to layer, to make a little bit of a mat around your focal image. So you're going to need your focal image. You're going to need something to hinge the 2 papers together. So it looks like that. So I have some linen pieces here. Now, I'm not a fan of gluing because they soak through this. So I might use some rusted staples this time to staple my hinges on. We'll see how that works. But anyway, so this is the first one. So when you flip it open, you still see the beautiful book page. You're not covering it totally, which is kind of a nice way. You know, you see it still, but there's something on it, so it's useful. So I covered this one with the journaling spot using just a bookend page there, a blank one. And then on the back, you can leave it blank as well. So when the recipient gets the journal, You could either decide to sew this one in, or you could just stick it in a pocket or a side tuck or under a belly band would be very nice. If they decided they were journaling and they had a little piece of something from the day, a movie stub or a picture they wanted to add, well, they can, and they can still see the beautiful paper. So there's that one with my little bit of lace. Can't forget that. Here's my second one. This image is a digital from Roxy's Creation that didn't print very well. It was on my old printer. I have since got an Epson Eco Tank and I'm in love with it, so that's awesome. Highly recommend. So this one I've matted onto an older, I think I matted it on to a page like this. Imagine me using a page and covering it up, but I did. And then I matted it again. So this one has 2 mats and then the focal image, a little bit of lace here, and I hinged it again with the linen, and then I put the sticker over top. I put a little bit of an image here. I love the song is Summertime, and then there's this flower, and I did it as I did it kind of as a side tuck. So you can either add something to it and then put it in the journal, or leave it there for the recipient to add a little piece of memorabilia. And then on the back, I just used an old cover sheet of a pamphlet I had, and I covered that, and that's vintage too. So I love that one as well. And the third one, I used the Latin dictionary. I had this same digital from Roxy. I made this as a pocket. I used a little piece of the bookend as a little tab. There's my little bit of lace. It's little, but it's there. You flip it open, same thing. This is blank. I tried to use book page as my hinge, but it was too old. But I just loved how you could see where I ripped out the signature, so I put it in anyway. Some vintage paper for journaling, and then the back. So I did reinforce this one and wind up hinging it with some washi tape, which is something you can do as well. You could hinge the whole length of it, or little pieces again. You could also, as Rachel mentioned in her video, if you reinforce this, you could also sew a little signature in there, not too big, and put it in a pocket. So there's that one. I just made a little bit of a difference with the pocket on that. So that's something you can think about as you go. So let's make one or two together for today's challenge. So I kind of got some stuff prepped because I hate taking forever on camera. I feel like I'm slow as it is. So I got my glue pages, I got my images. So I'm using this Lorna Doone book again, and I kind of just quickly glance at the words to see what side. I mean, I don't think there's any profanity in this book. It's quite old, but you just never know. And then I have a piece of a shorthand book, so I'm going to use that as well. And my image I'm going to use is a digital from My Porch Prints. I'm in the process of making a bunny journal. So this is going to be my one mat that I thought I could use. Now to me, now that I look at this, it's a little bit dark on dark. So I might just take another piece of vintage page and glue that there. And then it's probably going to be too small. But anyway, let's just do it. So this is how I do it. Get my glue stick. I've already inked my main digital images. I'm not really inking the vintage pages because number one, they do rip easily if you're a little rough inking like I am. And number two, I want the vintage book page to be the star of the show. So let's just let its natural age show on the edges, and just appreciate it for what it is. So I'm gonna take this now. I just use my ruler. It's really quick. And you can tell, you're working with vintage book page by the way it rips. It just has a different feel. Feels soft. I don't know. Maybe that's a weird thing to say. So I had done that previous, but now I don't like it. So I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to take one out of my book, as hard as it is. So you can see here I've undone the signature by snipping the paper. So I'm just gonna take another page out. Oh no, it's hard not to be stingy, but look at how much I have. And I'm sure many of us have books sitting on our shelf that we bought planning to use in our crafting, but we just have a hard time for some reason to break into them. Get rid of that glue page. Let's do another one here. I can tell I'm going to need another glue stick too. Just 1 second, I'm sorry. I did not plan that very well. I'd say that one is done. The plastic is even coming out of it, so gone. I hope everyone is having a good day. Like I said, I posted, my last video was the same one I'm doing now, the challenge of Roxy's Creations and Corey Dahman. I don't know why, but all of a sudden, someone must have liked it or watched it. So I just want to thank everyone again. I couldn't believe it when I woke up and kind of went and checked it out, and I had so many new subscribers. I was like, oh my goodness, what is happening? Okay, so this, I don't mind this print, but I think I'm going to put mine down here a little bit and a little bit down and over to the right. And I think I'm going to put this one in as a side pocket. So maybe I will go up a little bit to show. Yeah, so instead of using my glue stick here, I'm just going to use my art glitter glue. And I forgot to rip that off. And what was I doing? So I want this to be open, so I'm going to hold it there so I don't glue it accidentally. Because once you put, if you use art glitter glue, once you put it down, it's pretty much down. And with vintage paper as well, it would rip very easily. So I'm going to set that right there. And I thought this would be a cute addition for my little bunny journal. So you can't even really tell it's a side pocket, but it is. And I like that. You could even take a piece of vintage paper and decorate the front and put it in and cover the back. So that's a nice idea. So that is done. We're going to flip it over. So we're going to leave this side blank because it looks so nice. And this is a double again. There you go. So let's see. I think I'd like this side to show. So I'll put it to the back. And then we'll hinge here. But I would like to put some writing space there. So what do I have here? You don't have to cover it all. I have another end piece from the book, the preface, and there's like the end. So you could put a piece like that, or you could use, I have a little bit of newsprint here, a thicker kind of, I don't know what you call this, but anyway, maybe I will use this because I like the color contrast with it. So we will set this here. Now you could leave the name and the number. And this paper does not tear very well for me, so I don't know. Yeah, it's gonna call me a liar. It does tear. And I think there's a tear there, so I'll just rip it there. Doesn't have to be perfect. The vintage page is not perfect, obviously. The color is faded and darkened, and some might have little rips on them. So we'll put this here for some journaling. Try to get it as smooth as I can. Get gluey hands. So there we go. So we have journaling space, the beautiful vintage book page. We have a focal image that we turned into a pocket, which can be decorated further, but I will do that off camera. And I'll show pictures at the end of the video of the final decorating. Now you could also make this page a little shorter initially, and I probably still can rip a little bit off. So I'm gonna just take that edge. I'm just gonna line it up here so it's straight and kind of follow this line. The grid does help. Okay, So now we're going to get our little tabs. So if I'm gonna staple them, you could tab it from the inside, I think. Yeah, or the outside. So I'm gonna kind of fold it. So I kind of have a little bit of a natural fold to it. Now this is linen, a linen roll. And I did rub a little bit of vintage photo on it, just so you know. So I think I am going to do it on the outside. So I kind of wish I would have folded it that way, because that's the side that I inked. And I think I will put it. And Rachel recommended leaving a little bit of a space, like from the crease to the paper, just so you have room if you wanted to add something to it. And I do think I'm going to staple. I hope it works. And I do like the idea of the rusted staples. Now I did these myself. I just watched a YouTube video. I like that actually a lot. Now I don't know if it's going to be harder on this page. Maybe I won't be able to do it as well. This is a practice. If it doesn't work, then glue it. Don't listen to me. It is a little bit harder to get in here, but I have a small stapler, so I think I can get it. Now, with vintage paper, this may not hold up. We will see how this goes. This is an experiment. Okay, so there is one hinge. It is a little wonky because the staples move a bit. But I could always put a little bit of washi on this side to kind of hold it. So I think that's what we'll do. Now I did have some, where did I put it? Let me just get another piece. I have some faux decorative tape that I made from clear sticker paper. I think I had it in my last video as well. And I don't have anything fancy. I just used, this would even be something you could hinge it with. Use the linen to keep the sticky and then put it around. I like that idea too. But for now, yeah, maybe I will do that. Just cut a piece. Let's see how this looks. Sorry guys, I'm kind of steering off my plan, but that's crafting, right? Sometimes you gotta try something different. Oh dear. So I'm gonna put this right here so it sticks. Wrap it around. Hopefully I did it long enough. And it sticks. Even over the staple, I don't mind. Yeah, I think the problem is I put this one on kind of crooked, but I'm gonna fix that off camera. I'm not gonna do that now. So this one we'll do a little different. We'll be a little more careful. This one I think I'm just gonna use the tape. You could also glue this on. You could use like a tape adhesive as well. So leave a little spot, and I'm just gonna cut a piece of tape. Now this homemade old Scotch tape look isn't perfect, but I'm actually quite pleased with how it turned out. I like it. Like, I'm using it obviously, but so I can see my little bit of a space there that I've left. So I'm just gonna glue this down. Tape this down. And this one too. See how this goes. And the reason I taped it over the linen is because then when you open it, there's no sticky right here. See, this one is all messed up here, so I'm gonna have to fix it. But anyway, I don't know if I like the staples in hindsight. I don't think I'll do staples anymore, especially because it's vintage book page. It rips easily. But there you go. There's an example of something you can do anyway. And I actually really do like using that faux vintage tape. Very cool. So there's one with the side tuck. We have put a journaling spot. We have left this page blank for the recipient. We have also left the back blank. You could add a little bit. Rachel did that too. Like she would take a little bit of decorative paper or something and put it there just to give it a little something. But like I said, we'll do that off camera. I probably will add splatters to this. I just am into a splatter mode. So you'll see that in the pictures at the end. So let's do another one for our bunny journal. So this one, we're going to have the Greg Speed Studies for shorthand in the back. We're going to have this book in the front. I am going to trim this one down a little bit. I'm going to make this edge as nice as it is. I'm going to make it a little bit smaller. And I might do, let me see, what does this look like? I'm going to take a little bit off the top. So it's a little, and leave the chapter 1. I really like that. I think that looks cool. There, see, I really like this. It's a little bit smaller. It would fit in a pocket of a journal a little better. And I am just going to take a little bit off this edge as well, just so it fits nicer in a pocket, or in, I think more so a tuck spot for some of these journal pages. So there's those. I've gone ahead. I have this little Webster's Dictionary. I thought the whole little page I'll use. What's the words on the back? Adultate and aggregate. I think I'll just leave it as this. You might not even see them. So I will put that on there. I like that. I hope I'm still in camera. Oh yeah. So we will put this here. And I don't mind if it's not 100% perfect. It's still matted really nice. And I wonder if we take a little bit of this page. I think I like that too, because it's a little bit darker than the one I layered it with. So you can add as many mats as you want with book page. And this is just a glue page I'm using, because it just will give strength to the whole piece anyway, especially being that they're vintage papers. So I'm gonna just go like this. Oh, that's okay. I ripped the corner, but I'm gonna go with it because I don't mind it. Well, this side feels stickier, so I think, oh, it doesn't matter. I'll use this side, it's not as sticky. Isn't that dictionary page so cute? So I'll move that up a little bit. It's cut off here, but that's okay. I don't mind that. So we'll take our original page. So how do we want to put this one down? Just as a focal image? I love the chapter 1, so I kind of want that to show. I think I might just put this down as a focal image. I'm not gonna make a pocket or anything out of it. Now, once I go through making this journal and putting it together, because I am just kind of making an ephemera for it right now, I could always take another piece from the digital kit that I'm using and add it onto the inside as a decorative element, like a little side pocket or something, so you still see the main page and you're still using it. So there is that. I have this vintage page from this book, so I thought that would look very nice to put here. I kind of wanted to put it like that. It doesn't have to be a full coverage of the book page. You can let some of the writing peek through, some of the blank space on the bottom. So I'm going to glue that down. So when Rachel did this challenge with the little pieces of fabric to hinge it, like it incorporated fabric into this challenge, a textile. You could also use lace, which I should do, and I will be decorating these a little further, and there you will see my little bit of lace. But maybe for this one, we should try it with some lace. Let's see how that works for us. Now, I will have to use glue. But let's get a little piece of lace. Let me just get into my drawer here. I just organized all my laces. Let's just use this crochet trim. It's not the most expensive. It's from the Dollar Tree, but I think that would look kind of nice as a hinge. And I gotta get my other scissors here. Hopefully it will glue down nicely. So we tried staples. That was kind of a for me with the vintage paper. Now we're gonna use lace. We also did like a form of washi or decorative tape if you make your own, or you could do real washi. I'm just gonna use my tacky glue here and make a little line. I'm needing to get some fabric tack. I'm out. So this might take a little minute to glue shut, but you know what? We can pin it and come back to, or clip it and come back to it. So I'm only using 2 hinges because my book pages aren't that big. Now, if you were using a larger book page, you could even make this into a little journal as a gift to someone. Add in little pockets and stuff with the decorative ephemera. You could use a larger book page, and that could almost be like your cover as well. It'd be a cute little hostess gift if you were going somewhere for dinner, or you have a friend that, you know, going through a hard time, a little bit of journaling spot for them, or just anyone, just a friend. Doesn't have to be a hard time. And I do really like that. I need to learn to space them a little better, but I can still pull it here. So there we go. Oh, I like that. I like the lace. There's my little bit of lace on that one. I really like that actually. So there's the lace. There is the vintage tape. This one was a label that I actually used, and I cut it in half. And I had to put a little piece of paper on the inside because it was sticky. Okay, I do like the look of the staple, but you know what you could do is put the tape. No, you can't staple because then you'd be stapling it closed and it wouldn't open. And the whole point of it is that it's a hinge. So, but anyway, I like that. I really, really like this. So let's make one more, and then we will look at what we did, and then I'll come back with the final results. I will be adding a little bit of lace to most of these for the challenge as well. So here we have some music paper. I gotta choose which side. I don't think it really matters. I'll go there. This fits in there nicely, and I'm gonna leave the rough edge over on that side this time. And here's my little image that I have. It's Roxy's Creation Digital. So this is the contents. Oh, they're both contents. That's kind of cool actually. Yeah, I'm gonna go this way. I'm gonna put this edge here. So I like how that mats around it. And then we will glue this to here. I like the word here, author. It sounds vintage, so I'm gonna go this way. Okay, let's get going, Gloria. Get this done. People got places to go, things to do. Now, do I need to layer that one more time, or do I like that? I like that. So we're gonna just fold this book page. I think I will put it in the middle of the writing. I think that will look very nice. And I did glue it flat, because I do think I will add a little something on the inside when I'm finished decorating Okay, and let's use the lace again. I really like that. Sorry, didn't mean to drop my scissors. So we'll put that there. You know how I can do it? I should use my grid. Put that there to that hole. I put this one this way. I think I could also probably use art glitter glue here. I think I will do that since I have it out. Put my first little hinge. My second little hinge. Flip it over. Kind of center this the way I want it. Kind of folding it in half, but leaving a little bit of space there. Oh, I didn't take, I touched it too much. Oops. Well, this one doesn't want to stay, but it will. And there we go. I like this one. I like this little edge here. I just think it's really cute. So there we go. I'm going to decorate them off camera a little bit. I've added some lace to this one. I've added some lace to this one for my little bit of lace. I need to add lace to this one. Let's do that right now. I have some here. So let's just add a little bit of this cute lace. Or do we think we need a little bit of a heavier lace for this one? Like, I thought that would be quite cute just across the bottom. Or we could do it along the side. Oh yeah, let's do that. That looks nice. It's a little bit soft and pretty. So I'll just open this up so I don't glue it shut. And then I would have done my little bit of lace for the challenge as well. Oh my goodness, I can't do a straight line to save my life. I watch some of these girls go zzz with their glitter glue and it's just like perfection. And then I obviously am still a learner because mine is all over the place. Anyway, I will endeavor to improve. There we go. Oh, isn't that cute? Thank you so much for that challenge, Corey. That adds just a little bit of something. So I will decorate these further. I may just add some splatters, a little bit of decorative paper on the inside just to tie it all in. So let's look at what we did today. So today we did this one first. So we tried the staples. We didn't really like it. So then we reverted to the faux scotch tape or faux tape vintage. So that is very cute. I think we did this one next, which I really like for my bunny journal again. So I got two here for my bunny journal and I like because they're different. So that's kind of cool. So this one as well, super cute. Layered it up twice on the mat, added some book page, blank book page that we could use. So there's the little bit of lace on there. And then we did this one. It's a little bit larger. I could see this one going into a belly band actually. Maybe even like this way on the back of a page. So I really like this as well. I think it's like so cute. So thank you for joining me today. Those are the three we did on camera. These are the three I did off camera. I like to do them off camera too, because then it kind of cements it in my head what I'm doing. So there's that one, and that one. So I think I'm going to go get my paint out, do some splatters, just kind of finish up a little bit, and I will be back with some pictures at the end. So again, this is Roxy's weekly challenge. I think it's week 3. Book page hinged journal spots that can go in a pocket, a belly band, a tuck. Also, you can make them into a little journal, whatever you decide to do. Also, this is for Corey Dahman's A Little Bit of Lace Challenge 2024. I added a little bit of lace to each little piece, so I'm quite pleased with that. Also, I just want to say again, thank you to all my new subscribers. You have no idea how thrilled I was. I'm just a little baby in this big fish pond of YouTubers, but I like my little channel. It lets me express my creativity, and if it helps anyone in any way, I would be so thankful and happy, because I have learned so much from all the other amazing creators on YouTube. So thank you to all of them as well. So everyone have a great day, and I will be back with some pictures. Bye now.